This is the customer lifecycle automation. Today I'm going to talk with you about the power of it, and I want you to let me know whether or not this strategy makes sense for you. Hey guys, Jesse here. Once again, I got another quick training for you. Today I'm going to talk with you about the power of customer lifecycle automation, how you can utilize it to transform your business and or practice. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jesse. I'm the lead designer with Razo Sharp. For the past decade, I've been helping our clients optimize their online environment, creating online assets that pay their companies dividends over time, and automate their customer lifecycle. We came up with a framework that we follow that helps us organize all of our projects, and we teach our community and also our customers how to leverage that same framework in order to strategize about how to be effective with their digital advertising. If you haven't heard about it before, this is the customer lifecycle automation. Today I'm going to talk with you about the power of it, and I want you to let me know whether or not this strategy makes sense for you. All right. With all the noise out there, you want to make sure that you're listening to people that have some degree or domain expertise in a specific area. Again, we've been doing this for 10 years. We've had a lot of success with it, and I'm going to share it with you today. So it's a 5-step framework. First and foremost, it consists of the 5 core functions of business as outlined by Alex Hormozi, which has achieved a tremendous amount of success in the past 3 or 4 companies that he has developed. In addition to that, he runs Acquisition.com, which has a portfolio of businesses that do, I think, over $200 million a year or $400 million a year. I don't know what the number is, but a really great resource. You know, again, if you're trying to get information about how to grow your business, you should probably get it from people who have done it before. So what Alex talks about is the 5 core functions of business. What we did with the 5 core functions of business is we actually developed it into customer lifecycle automation. And what customer lifecycle automation does is it gives us the ability to set up tools, systems, and processes in order to automate in each one of these 5 areas: lead generation, lead nurturing, customer acquisition, product and promise fulfillment, and then customer retention and ascension, which would be to make every single one of your customers as profitable as you humanly can, or as is possible. So these are the 5 core functions as outlined by Alex Hormozi. And what we did with that is over time, we modified that to create business processes that are built and automations that are built into each one of those processes to help you overcome those challenges utilizing automation. So now what we recommend, or what our strategy recommends, is that you start with step 5, with this customer ascension and customer retention, right? So this is where we recommend that you start. If you're a new business, you might not have existing customers. You might be just getting started. But having these programs in place where you're thinking about how to fully maximize the profitability on a per customer basis can be incredibly powerful. It can be powerful for every step of your sales and marketing process. And I'll give you an example with what I mean. Let's say that you're developing a brand new product and you're thinking about the pricing, the promotion, and the offer associated with that product. Now, if you have a single offer, what you primarily should be thinking about is what else you can offer that customer. Because if you get somebody to buy during the buying process, they're what we would call in heat or hot and heavy, and they're a buyer at that time. So buyers are buyers are buyers. So what you want to do is fully maximize that relationship. Now, if you're looking at lead generation and or customer acquisition as a challenge or a function of your business that you're trying to develop, then you may not be thinking about how to fully maximize your offer and also what to upsell and or cross-sell each one of your customers. Now, if you're thinking about customer retention, you're thinking about product and promise delivery, which is the 4th step. You're also thinking about profitability, which goes into your customer acquisition phase, which is the 3rd step. So basically what happens is that if you start in step 5, which is customer retention and ascension, it backfills each additional or each previous step prior to that: lead generation, lead nurturing, customer acquisition, promise and product fulfillment. So these all get backfill by a really sound customer retention and ascension program. Now, in addition to that, it also gives your business what it needs to grow. If you're focused on customer retention, ascension, you're also, not only are you focusing on profitability, but you're also focusing on items that will give you what it is that you need to grow your organizations. We call them the 3 R's: reviews, referrals, and repeat businesses. Reviews would be case studies, reviews online, things of that nature, depending on what type of business you are, how big your product or service, or the price point of your product or service, and or how you market yourself online. Referrals, of course, would be have partner and referral programs that are intact when you begin to add contacts to your business, right? Hey there, Jesse here, and this is not a glitch. I paused your video for a brief announcement. First and foremost, you've been getting value out of this content. Do me a favor, give us a thumbs up. This helps us with the YouTube algorithm, lets them know we know what it is that we're talking about. Now, we publish videos almost on a daily basis, so if you want to make sure that you get notifications, jump over our YouTube channel, subscribe, set up notifications so you don't miss future trainings. Now, for all my local business owners, I got a special treat for you. We just recently published a brand new free video training called Local Marketing Hacks. So if you own a local business and you want to promote your products and services in your local market, go ahead and jump over to the Razor Sharp Network's website. You'll be able to find a place to sign up for that free training. This will give you all the information that you need on how to optimize your business pages and directories, how to set up Google Ads for local businesses, how to optimize your website for conversions so that you can attract and convert all that high intent traffic that is searching for your products and services in your local market. Now, in addition to the video training, we're providing some free resources. So we can't take everybody. So if you're watching this, go ahead and go over to Razor Sharp Networks and see if there's room still available. Now back to your video. If you can fully maximize those relationships and every product that you sold, you had a program in place in order to solicit more sales, a referral is much easier to close than a cold contact, which leads me into the strategy behind how we develop the customer lifecycle automation framework and why you should be thinking about it in regards to starting in step 5 and backfilling your entire program. Now, the way that we came up with this was actually a combination of another book we read called Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. Now, in Traffic Secrets, Russell talks about the different types of traffic. Traffic you own, traffic you rent, and traffic you buy. What he states is that traffic you own is traffic that has a pre-existing relationship with your business. That you might have opted them into a remarketing list via email, SMS, or gathered some other type of information like their address so that you can utilize direct mail to communicate with them. But they have a pre-existing relationship with your business or brand. They may have already even done business with you. Now, these are what we consider hot traffic or hot contacts, right? And the reality of it is that those types of contacts, repeat business type of contacts, are the easiest to convert, right? You have to do the least amount of work when it talks about converting them into a customer or upselling them as a customer and fully maximizing that relationship from a profitability standpoint. So that's the first step, is really thinking, well, if I should start closest to me in my hot market. If I have pre-existing contacts, I should start there. If I have pre-existing relationships, I should start there. Now, when you fully leverage those hot contacts and that hot traffic, what you can do is move into warm traffic as a second strategy. Warm traffic would be traffic that we rent, right? Traffic that we rent would be friends of friends. It would be our digital Dream 100, which is another strategy. Dream 100 is another strategy that's outlined by Chet Holmes in The Ultimate Sales Machine, and then it's also outlined by Russell Brunson in its Traffic Secrets books. But what it talks about is, instead of trying to go out there and convert cold contacts into customers, it's easier to take pre-existing relationships that you currently have and leverage referrals in order to grow your business. And it's also easier for you to go out and borrow traffic from people who have already congregate your dream customer avatar and develop trust and credibility with that community. These can be done through Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. They could be done through blogs that have advertising opportunities. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity out there to leverage other people's trust and credibility in order to drive warm traffic to your offer, your product, your service, and or your course if you're a courseware, or some other type of, you're selling some other type of thing online and or offline. So traffic we own, hot. Traffic we rent, warm. Traffic we buy would be cold traffic. And this would be PPC or direct-to-consumer offers where you're leveraging other people's traffic, right? When you go on and you pay Facebook, Instagram, or you pay Google in order to drive traffic to your offer, you're basically going out there and you are paying per click or paying per conversion associated with that traffic. That's cold traffic. Now, I believe that converting cold traffic is a necessity for every business to uncover. It's a challenge that you need to figure out if you want to scale your business rapidly, but it's definitely not somewhere where you want to start. That chasm, crossing that chasm of converting cold traffic to a customer requires a tremendous amount of work and effort. It also requires a really sound process online, a great funnel, and a great follow-up process in order to nurture that relationship so that you can convert them into a customer. So for us, what we do is we start in step 5 of the customer lifecycle automation, which is creating really sound customer retention and ascension programs. With all of our clients, we talk about, customer re-engagement as the first step if they have a pre-existing customer list. And the reason for that is, again, these are hot contacts. The shortest distance between where you're at today and where you want to be from a revenue standpoint starts with hot contacts. It's followed up with warm contacts, and then it is capped off where the cherry on top is when you figure out how to convert cold contacts into paying customers. So from a strategy standpoint, starting in step 5 of that customer lifecycle automation and then backfilling your way up all the way to your lead gen program can be incredibly powerful when you're talking about organizing your efforts and resources through your digital advertising campaign. Now, we do it in a couple of different ways. One of the ways that we've been having tremendous amount of success with it is to start in our hot markets for all of our customers inside of LinkedIn to create a really good referral network, and then also introduce people that we've already got pre-existing relationships with. There's not a lot of people out there that don't have a network or community inside of LinkedIn, can't connect with groups inside of LinkedIn that already congregate your dream customers, and really start engaging with people on LinkedIn from a professional standpoint. Now, regardless if you're just where you're at in business, regardless if you're just getting started out, you just opened up your practice, you just opened up your doors, and you're looking to get traction rapidly, start in your hot market. Start with people that already know you, already know your character. Of course, we're hoping that you do have sound character and good business practices, and that you go out and leverage those existing relationships. Utilize tools like LinkedIn in order to connect and communicate with people. Utilize tools on side of LinkedIn and also Facebook groups, LinkedIn and Facebook groups, in order to connect with people that have already congregated your dream customer, and then begin to engage with those groups. That's just a sound business practice, but it's something that we exercise on a regular basis. I think in the digital age, a lot of these sound business practices have been lost, so we're really just helping people leverage modern tools in order to implement practices that have been tried and true for many, many years. So that's where we start in the hot market on LinkedIn. We also start developing that partner and referral network on LinkedIn. We start doing outreach. We start to communicate, connect with people, developing those programs, and then we work our way into warm markets inside of LinkedIn and Google. Google has a really just a tremendous amount of opportunity when you talk about congregation of people that are your dream customer avatar. And if you go on Google and you just type in, keywords that you think people would search when they're looking for your products and service, and then you type in blog after that. What it'll do is it'll give you a list of all the blogs online that potentially could have a lot of advertising opportunities. Now, these blogs could be specific to your industry. They could be directly related to your product or service, but non-competitive industries to you. So there's a lot of different ways that you can correlate these congregations of potential customers to it. And then there's a lot of ways that you can go out there and market to them. You can take a look at their newsletters, whether or not they have media buying opportunities on their website, whether or not they utilize Google AdSense that you can leverage the next step, which is trying to convert cold customers with advertising. You can use the Google Display Network to go out there and convert them with Google AdSense. So there's a lot of different opportunities. You could do guest blogging on their blogs and things of that nature and share your expertise. So I'm not going to get into the individual strategies inside of LinkedIn and or Google. But what this does is it gives you a framework that'll help you organize your thoughts when it comes to attacking the digital landscape and really where you're going to dedicate your resources. Because again, when you're first starting out, you probably don't want to try to tackle every single channel simultaneously. It's going to be quite expensive. What we recommend that you do is get really good in one channel and then begin to expand and build on that campaign after you see some success with both your organic outreach and also your paid advertising. But inevitably what this is going to do is give you a framework that you can follow where you can create your business and your business model in a way that people are going to see the value that you present to the marketplace. So that's the power of customer lifecycle automation and how you can leverage these 5 steps in order to get a strategy in place to attack the digital marketplace, also create your products and services, create your customer retention and ascension programs, and really inevitably build a sound business over time. Hopefully you found some value in that. I know that I did when I discovered these little tidbits of information reading the books that I did. If you want to accelerate that process, go ahead and jump over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, set up notifications. We publish videos almost on a daily basis to help you reduce the friction of doing business with your organization and really make it effortless for people to do business with your company, your practice, and or any other type of organization that you have, both online and off. That's all I have for you today. As always, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon.